Today we're going to discuss CRM campaign. We will go over task purpose, process overview, where to find campaigns, list of campaign types. We'll discuss the Sphere blog 33 touch campaign, birthday, anniversary, lead campaign, holiday, and then come to a conclusion. So today, as far as the task purpose of CRM, the purpose is just to add campaigns to clients' email system. It could be a CRM like Lions Desk, Conversion, or Sync, or an email system like MailChimp, Constant Contact, or Infusionsoft. Our emails are all pre-made and will only require you to access the email, copy, and paste. There may need to be some small changes to emails like name or real estate company. So let's go over the client process. So now we're going to go over what the process looks like for a client that requests a CRM campaign task. So the first thing that would happen is the client should make sure that their login is in the system. They want to make sure that their CRM login is available. So you, the virtual assistant, on the back end can see their CRM login so you can get in there without asking them. Once the client has that in there, they would go back to the CRM task and they would go to campaign. And here, when they click on the campaign, they're going to see some requirements. One, that they got their CRM login is entered in, which in this case it was. The next thing would be CRM recently cleaned. In this case, there's another task that they should do before they do the campaign task, which is to make sure that their CRM has been cleaned, making sure that all the duplicates have been removed. We want to make sure that anyone who requested not to receive emails anymore has been deleted. Otherwise, when they start putting people on these campaigns, it's going to throw flags to email carriers when they start bouncing emails. And so we don't want that to happen. So getting your CRM cleaned is important. If they didn't do that, the client, we can go ahead and move forward, but it's a recommendation. The next one is CRM recently organized. In order for you to select certain people, their CRM needs to be organized so that way we can add the campaign to the proper contacts that they have in their CRM. So for example, when we come down here and we look at the different campaigns, okay, and each campaign is on a 12-month cycle, the Sphere campaign is for past clients and top 50. So if they are not tagged past client and top 50, it would be difficult for us to find those contacts. So it's definitely recommended that the CRM is recently organized. Again, if it's not, it's up to them. When you receive this task, you would have to chat with them in the chat function and ask them, once you go in and you cannot find a top 50 or a past client tag, you would have to ask them who they want you to add the Sphere campaign to. Okay, so again, Sphere campaign is for past clients and top 50. The birthday campaign is really for past clients and also their top 50. The purchase anniversary campaign is for past clients. You have a lead campaign, which is for all leads. It's designed for buyers, sellers, internet leads, open house leads. It will cover everybody. And then you've got holiday campaign, which is really for the Sphere and the past clients in the top 50. If you want to add it to any leads, you can do that as well as like an extra touch point. That's up to the client. And again, you can chat with them and ask, would you like us to add the holiday campaign to your leads as well? That's up to you. Once you get to that point, they would just click start. Here then they would select which campaign they would like to use. So in this case, let's say they selected the birthday and purchase anniversary. That comes together just because there's only one email for each. So birthday and purchase anniversary were selected. They would put the day they wanted to start and it would show how many credits. And then they would just click submit. At that point now, that has been sent out to the virtual assistants in their backend system where the VA can select that task to get started for somebody. And so we'll now take a look at what the process is for the virtual assistant once they receive that task. VA process. So the VA process is you're first going to receive the task on the back end of the system. Once the client requests a task, the task will be received on the back end of the system. The first thing you're going to do is check the client's login, all right, and you'll be able to find that information. At that time, then you have access to their CRM. You can then go to OneDrive, the second you use OneDrive or your OneDrive on Microsoft 365, and you're going to go to the Virtual Assistant Assets folder
email templates, and look for second you email campaigns. At that point, then you can go ahead and log into the client CRM. You're going to verify the contacts are tagged properly. They should have a past client tag. There should be a top 50 tag. There could be a lead tag. And so that's kind of what you're looking for. If you can't find those tags, you're going to reach out to the client and ask them what contacts they want you to set the campaign up for. All right, once that's done and you know what clients you're going to be working with, you go ahead and you're going to create the campaign. You're going to grab those emails and you're going to copy and paste them and start creating the campaign within the CRM. Once the campaign is complete, you're going to go ahead and add those contacts to the CRM and start the campaign. So let's go over where to find the campaigns. All right, let's talk about how you access the campaigns. You're just going to go over to OneDrive. And then from OneDrive, you are going to go down to the Virtual Assistant Assets. Click on that. And then from there, you go to Email Templates. And then go down to the second you email campaigns. And then it will bring up the file of all the campaigns. Now that we know where to find the campaigns, let's kind of go over the different campaign types. So there is a Sphere campaign, which is for past clients and top 50 clients. That campaign itself does have 13 emails, has 4 calls, 3 texts. And it can become a 33 touch campaign if you have the holiday, birthday, and anniversary are added to it. Keep in mind that you don't have to use the calls or the text in this campaign. It is supposed to be specifically an email campaign, but if the client CRM does allow for text messages or for you to create to-dos to make calls, go ahead and do that. The next campaign is birthday and anniversary campaign, and on this particular campaign, you could add for birthday both the past client and top 50. You can also anniversary campaign is just going to be for past client. Okay, and that's only one email for each one. So the next one's going to be lead campaign. Lead campaign is for leads that could be buyer leads, seller leads, internet leads, open house leads. It could be, well, it is 36 emails and it is 8 blogs. You do not have to use the blogs. If you can't use them, for example, if their website does not support blogging, you do not have to use the blogs. You can actually do one of two things. You can either modify the email without a blog, or you can add the blog into the email. And the last one is going to be a holiday campaign. There are 12 templates for the holiday campaign for 12 different holidays. You basically are going to just add the subject line, like for example, Happy Valentine's Day. You will then insert the picture, and it's a Happy Valentine's Day from the Maori Realty Group or whatever real estate group that you're going to be that you're working with at that time.
All right, once you open up OneDrive, you're going to come to this page. This is going to be, all the emails are going to be right here. So we're going to go over how you would go about using these and how you're going to create campaigns with them. So the first one you can see is the Sphere campaign for past clients and top 50. You can make this a 33 touch campaign. I'll go over that in a little bit, but basically what that is by adding the holiday campaign, birthday and anniversary, there could be 33 touches that are built in here. This also includes some calls and some text messaging, okay? So if somebody were to ask for, do we have a 33 touch, that's how it can become a 33 touch. That's just kind of a popular thing. But the way this would work, if it's just pretty much a Sphere campaign for your clients, you got email 1 here. This is the subject line. You would put a merge field for the person's name, copy this and paste it in. Okay, that's email 1. This is 1 email per month. I believe there are 13 emails here, so this email can go out right away. This email can go out during the same period of the month, and then this one would go the following month and so forth. Okay. In this particular campaign, there are also text messages and to-dos for making calls. If the person's CRM allows for it, you can put text messages in. If it allows for calls or to-dos, you can put that in as well. If it does not, you can forget about it and just add the emails. okay? And that is going to be the Sphere campaign. Let's go over to, once we get down to birthday and anniversary, here's the birthday and anniversary campaigns. It's only one email, one here and one here. And this is going to go out obviously on either their birthday or the anniversary of the purchase of their home. You can find the anniversary of the purchase of their home if the client has like a merge field for that. That's how you're going to create that. And you can have the campaigns go out on that particular day. The client's going to have to make sure that they have those dates built into their client if they ask for that one. And that's also going to come with, creating that organizing of the CRM. That's why it's important for them to organize the CRM before, because I believe that does also include adding people's birthdays and anniversary dates into it. Okay. Once we get to the lead campaign, this one here does include 36 emails, and this can be used for buyers, sellers, any internet leads, open house leads. This one here, you'll see the subject line is hello. It goes out day one. You're going to have a merge field for their name. Okay. You're also going to make sure you read these emails, because in this particular says here it says this is Mike. Okay. So you're going to make sure you put the person's name in there. You can see in this one it says this is Mike with Fidelis Property Group. So if you know what the name of their group is, you can add it in there, or maybe it's the name of their brokerage, or you could just put this is Mike, I just wanted to check in. So whatever you think sounds good at the time, you can go ahead and modify it if you need to. The other thing is some of these include blogs, like this one right here. So again, this one you would say, here's the subject, here's the email, it goes out day 15. Make sure you put a merge field for the name, and then here is the email, and then here is the blog. It says follow these steps, which is the link to the blog. Okay, so you would have to put it like a link there, linking it to that blog site. Now, if the client doesn't have a blog site, or they don't have a website where you can add the blog to, you can do one of, I believe, two things. One is going to be you just don't even add it in. Okay, so there is no blog. So you're going to modify the email slightly to not include a blog. That's one thing you can do. Two, you could add the blog into the email. So you're going to modify it slightly and put that blog in there. Those are basically the two things you can do if the person doesn't have a blog. Okay, let's go ahead and skip through all this and let's move on to the holiday campaign, which is all the way at the bottom. So the holiday campaign is pretty simple. There are 12 images, or 12 emails that would go out. You got one here that says Happy New Year's. So it tells you the date that it goes out on, right? So this one goes out on January 1st. So the subject line could be Happy New Year's. Make sure that you have this email going out January 1st. Here's an image, and you could say something like Happy New Year's from the blank team, or from your favorite realtor, whatever you want to do. But this is an image you can put in the email for that, right? And same with this one, Happy Valentine's Day. This one goes out February 14th. That could be the subject line, and you can use that image. So we've got images in here already for all the different holidays. You can use these images. I'm sure everyone can figure it out that you're just putting like Merry Christmas, goes out December 25th. And a couple of these, the dates change from year to year. So for example, Labor Day goes out September 6th of 2021, but this date changes yearly. Okay, and we put that in there just so you can see that. This particular one, Happy 4th of July. This one goes out on the 4th of July. It's the same date every year. Okay, so but some of the dates do change. So that is it for the adding a campaign in the CRM category. If you have any questions further than this, you can contact your education person or your team lead, and they can answer any further questions. All right, thank you.
Next thing I want to go over is discuss possible issues you might have when you're doing this. A couple issues might be the client didn't put his login in. In that case, you're just going to reach out to the client via chat, and you're going to get his login information. The client has both a MailChimp and a CRM, right? So you're not sure which one they want you to add the campaign to. Reach out to them and find out which one they would like you to add the campaign to. The client didn't clean or organize their CRM, so you go in there and they don't have the proper tags. So you're just going to have to reach out to them and ask them who they would like you to add the campaign to. Okay. And then make sure to modify each email. So that could be an issue if you don't do it, but make sure that each email is modified, meaning like that you have the proper name in there, you have the proper real estate group, you add any merge fields you need to. It is easy. It is just as easy as copying and pasting, but there might be some things you're going to have to change in each email. So make sure you read through the emails and you make a couple name and company changes. All right. And lastly, then, this is, a pretty simple task. There are going to be some things you're going to have to find. Again, you might have to modify names, websites, companies. You might have to modify the blog a little bit if you're going to use it or you're not going to use it. What CRM are they using? What contacts are you going to be adding? So there are going to be things you're going to have to think about, but remember, this is pretty much just a copy and paste type of, task. And then the last one is, just to remember that most issues here can be fixed just by communicating with your client. So just remember, communication is the key, and if you have any questions, that can easily be fixed. All right, thanks for watching the CRM campaign task. Have a good day.